Do you have the mindset to succeed in 2021? Hey guys, this is Mona Edwards again. Here, I would like to talk about mindset today. As you know, this channel is Mind, Body, and Spirit Aligned. So I coach about mindset and how we can do better in our life. So create a life by design. I'm going to about goals, how to set the goals, and there's some practical ways to set goals. If you haven't seen, you may please go back and have a look at that video. And this is the continuation. So once you have the goals written down, you know what you want, and asking yourself those questions, what you want for next 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, and 1 year. Now, I would like to ask you, what's your mindset? Do you have the mindset to make those goals happen? So my first point is having a fresh mindset in 2021. So what's a fresh mindset and why do we need that? So fresh mindset is not having the mindset which has been stopping you from achieving and creating that life you have always wanted. Limiting beliefs you have had all your life. Beliefs, it could be from the circumstances or your upbringing, your conditioning, your education, your environment. A lot of things can create our mindset. So this would be a fresh mindset, which is a new mindset, removing the old one. And so how do we do that? First of all, why do we need to do that? It's because if we keep doing the old things and having the old ways, you can't change anything. So there is a saying, right? The heights of insanity is doing the same things and expecting a different results. And to do that, to have a fresh mindset, what I would suggest is having a mindful practice. So which is meditations and going within, thinking and going in with your higher self or your creator, connecting with that and asking yourself those questions about what is the things which have held you back, what are the things you have learned which has stopped you, are you up? So going within, meditation, yoga, and other spiritual practices which will help you think and understand what are things you need to change, and for that new mindset. It brings me to point 2 is taking responsibility of whatever is happening in your life, whatever has happened in your life. We are product of our circumstances, of our environment, but we don't have to be a victim of that. So changing that victim mindset into becoming a victor, meaning you have to love every aspect of life, good and bad, taking the responsibility of the bad as well as the good, not the incident, not the experience, not what has happened, but what have you made out of that? What have you learned of that experience? What have you taken from that experience and making it into a new experience, using that to create a better life for yourself? So you might have gone through, and we all have in our lives, right? So the difference between a one person, a happy person, a successful person, to a person who lives like a victim and complaining is just that, is using their experiences as a learning opportunity, a growth opportunity. For example, if in 2020 if you lost a job, which is unfortunate, and we have had so many unfortunate things to a lot of people, and it's not making them small, making them insignificant. It's about, yes, we have lost family members, we have had things which are nobody would like to. We have had people have a divorce, people have had problems in their jobs, financial bankruptcies, and then job loss, so many things. But what do you do with that now? What have you done with that experience, and what have you learned from that is what you need to see and take the responsibility of that. For example, I was saying if we had a job which that person has not liked and done it for 10 years or 15 years and not enjoyed that job, but just doing it for the sake and to pay the bills, now is the time you would want to start something new. Actually, I have met people, I've had clients who were so happy that they could get out of that job, which they never wanted to do in the first place, but they were in that job for 17 years or so. So this would be a time they want to look into, they want to go in. You might want to go in and see what are your passions, what is it that you really want to do. While you were a kid, what was that you were always dreamed about? Like, okay, when I grow up, this is what I want to be. Or what makes you happy? What gives you that joy? So taking responsibility of your life, taking over, and when you start doing those things, when you bring that joy, when you bring that happiness, changes happen in your life, it will make everybody else happy around you. So it's like putting that oxygen mask on yourself, and when you are alive, you can make other people's life better too, right? So that brings me to point number 3, that is creating daily habits, having changing things and making those taking those small changes and taking actions on a daily basis. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be like 100 things at a time. Just one thing, maybe start and then do it for a week. Create a timetable, have journal, like I had said earlier, have things, start getting up early, a little bit early, maybe an hour early than what you do usually. The schedule really helps, and I will talk about those other changes we can do, creating the habits for success. So think about what are the changes you might need to do. Maybe start with decluttering, just in your environment where you work, if you're working from home, and where you sleep. Those things are also important for the energies to be flowing in your house, in your environment, and looking at every aspect is looking at your environment, is your mindset, your body. What are you doing? Are you eating healthy? Creating those habits for a good nutrition, clean diet, and not junk food and things like that, which will help in your health. When your body is working fine, when we are able to have the energy, you can do more. You can have you can create that mindset, the fresh mindset we are talking about. So our body is a vessel and we call it the temple of God. So when you can think clear, when your body is clean, your mind will be clean. You'll be able to do meditation and things more effectively and have that clarity, not cloudy, not tired, fatigued. So those kind of habits for every day. Maybe go for a walk if you haven't been doing physical activities, going outside, outdoors, getting some fresh air, maybe going out in nature. So these are 3 things you can start with, and starting these for your mindset, and we will go more in detail later. So I hope this helped, and if anything was helpful, you saw anything which could make a difference in your life, and if you like to learn more, please comment, click that like button, and please comment where you're tuning in from. Yeah, please subscribe if you haven't yet, and thank you for listening. Bye.